Combining All Together. The Elliott wave just requires from you to follow the rules and to watch for patterns. So practice all patterns to recognize wave easier. For starting point, try to use turning points from the daily or weekly charts. Use indicators as an additional confirmation and not on their own. Now let's switch into live charts and see how to implement all things that we learned in this DVD step by step. This is the chart of the euro-pound on the daily time frame. So what we know over here is that price is moving nicely higher. So we want to start by finding a nice significant turning point. In my opinion, this was some significant turning point. And I'm asking myself a question. How does this move look to me? This looks more motive. And I want to start and see how much waves I can see. Because if I see motive, I need to see a 5-wave move structure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, 9 wave. Tell me one thing. This is still a motive pattern, but we are going to go and try to label over here some sort of extended wave. We also have a divergence over here that can help us in that. So if we start labeling from the bottom over here, this would be our wave 1, this would be the wave 2, looking for a 5-wave move 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in the wave 3. After this would be the wave 4 because that was our 8th wave, and the final wave 9 would be our wave 5. So time to confirm this idea. Give me a second. So what we know over here is that we need to respect the rules. First of all, wave 2 needs to hold above the starting point of the wave 1. In this case, that was true. After that, wave 3 cannot be the shortest wave of waves 1, 3, and 5. And here we can see that wave 3 was the largest wave. So that was also true. And also wave 4 should remain above the starting point of the wave 2. That was also true. Now, maybe can confuse the problem is the smaller subwaves, because we need to check the rules over here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So let's check the rules over here. Wave 2, hold it above the starting point of the smaller wave 1. After that, wave 3 was the strongest wave, so that's fine. But we need this wave 4 to hold above the territory of the wave 2. And that was also true. So we have a divergence over here that tells us, ideally, that this over here should be the end of the smaller wave 3 of the larger wave 3. After that, this should be the wave 4, and that this should be a smaller wave 5 of 3. So only option is that this is 1 and 2. That's all. For now, we know that we have a 5-wave move. Let's check this wave 5 over here, because we need to know if the wave 5 is over or not. But it seems too deep already, so I think it's going to be over. Now, we are going to use Fibonacci retracement and check for our levels for the wave 5. Need to add for a second. Okay, when we add 123.6, we can see that that level was reached. So more or less, we don't need anything else. Right now, we know that a break below 73.31 would confirm the end of the wave 5. After that, we could expect to see a 3-wave move down. So let's say we have a 5-wave move complete. We can expect a 5-wave move in the larger wave 1 or what? Or wave A only. So let's say this is the wave 1 or wave A. So we want to go to use Fibonacci retracement from start to end of this wave 1 or A and try to watch for the pullbacks. The best option we have over here would be to use the 38.2, and the 50% as our next support area. So 72.83 to 72.90 would be the next support zone that I want to see in the euro pound. Let's move to the next pair. Here is the dollar Swiss franc. And let's go over here and see what can we see. Over here we can start either from here or here. But since this was a crash, I would rather start from here. Price is moving in some sort of uptrend right now. So we need to ask ourselves from here to the current move, how the move look to us. Does this look motive or corrective? In my opinion, this more look corrective because of all this consolidation right now. But if we watch closely over this pattern, this is looking like some sort of a triangle. And that's why I want to go and try to fit some sort of A, B, C, D, E for now over here. So let's go, we call this just A, C, D, and E. Just to know that this is some sort of, let's say, a triangle. Now we know that triangle appear in which waves? In the wave 4, B or X. So either this is the wave A, wave 3, or the wave X. If you go with just a clear logic, this don't look like some sort of wave 3, and don't look like a wave W. It's more look a strong move to the upside. Maybe if we go to the smaller time frame, we can probably see that this look strong, look impulsive. So let's go to make our life easier. We are going to go and we are going to call this the larger wave A or W, because we won't make a big difference. But this don't look like a wave 3 for sure. So wave A or wave W. So our larger triangle would be some sort of wave B or wave X. So what we need over here, we want to see what's market doing right now and see if the triangle is over or not. We know that in triangle we should have 3 waves inside each leg, and I can see right now ABC in A, ABC in B, some ABC that look ugly but okay, still 3-wave move, and ABC in wave D. Over here, I don't see the 3-wave move, so there is a good chance that we are going to do something like this before price turn higher. And we can expect to see either a 5-wave move to the upside, or we can expect to see a 3-wave move higher. Okay, that's why we are going to start our count like this. Now we need to go and try to project a next turning point in this pair. And we know that to project the ending point of the wave E, we need to use a Fibonacci expansion and drawing from the start to end of the wave C and project to the ending point of the wave D. And we are looking for the 6-1-8. So 94.34 is the next support zone that I want to watch. So I want to see something like this. And I know that the wave E need to be the smaller than the wave D, so I can use the ending point of the wave C, which is at the same time the starting point of the wave D, as my invalidation point. Here is one little bit interesting part I want you to see. Let's forget the labels for a second. Let's remove them. And if you watch, this is a triangle. And we watch the RSI. We can see also some sort of a triangle, not the perfect one, but also when you see a triangle pattern, you are going to see the same thing on the RSI. Let's move on the next pair. This is the Aussie CAD. And over here, I can start with here as my turning point. It's the daily chart, so that's fine, and I can see from the bottom to the top just some sort of a three-wave move. So I can clearly say to myself, this was some sort of a correction. So we can go and label this just as A, B, and C. A three-wave move in B, and we go and say this is some sort of wave C. Since this correction RSI won't help us too much, but we can go in the smaller time frame, and we can see that in the wave C, we have some sort of a divergence over here, so that means that we can go and label this as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Smaller 5-wave move. So let's go 1, 2, this would be a 3, 4, and this is the wave 5. Now we see clearly that the wave 3 is not the largest wave. But if we compare the wave 3 and the wave 5, we get that wave 5 was smaller wave, so that's true. Plus also there is some sort of divergence over here, and that tells me one thing, that this correction should be over. Also we should go and check everything, but over here I see a three-wave move already in the wave B, so I don't need that part too much to check. And over here I see in the wave A a nice divergence, and that also tells me that this looks like some sort of a 5-wave move. 3-wave move down and another 5-wave move give us what? Gives us a zigzag correction. And that is why for now we are at least going to look for a 5-wave move down. Of course, ABC can always extend further in some sort of a double tree correction. So if the larger correction is not over, we can use for the alternate count that this is all the part of the larger correction. But like I told you, you don't need to force yourself with double corrections yet. We still have time until I learn you the proper way how to use them, but this is just to show you that after the ABC, we can at least minimum expect a 3-wave move down. So at least 3-wave move, because we cannot end the wave axis of one wave. So in the worst case scenario, if we don't see a 5-wave move like we want, we can expect to see just a 3-wave moves, and that's all. Let's see the final pair. This is the Kiwi Yen, and we can see that price is more or less in the downtrend right now. So I want to find the significant turning point, and I'm going to use this top over here as my starting point. So we need to ask ourselves from here to the current movements how the move look like. To me, this look like some sort of motive pattern. Also, we have a divergence over here that suggests that this can become some sort of wave 3 and this wave 5. But I want to see if I can see some pattern. I can see some sort of a triangle over here, and I think from the pattern that's it that we have. But okay, that's enough. So if we start from here, ideally the first push down would be the wave 1. After that, the next high, in this case 92.40, would be the end of the wave 2. Or can be, better say, after that looking for a 5-wave move to the downside, and also I have some sort of smaller divergence over here that tell me that this should be the end of wave 3 of 3 and the smaller 5 of 3. So this is the end of wave 3. Triangle is the part of the wave 4 then, and this was the this push down was the wave 5. So everything looked perfect. We are holding the rules. Wave 2 hold it below the starting point of the wave 1. Wave 3 was stronger than the wave 5 for sure, and also I think it was stronger than the wave 1, but let's go and check it. So from start to end of the wave 1 till the ending point of the wave 2. Yes, and we can see that the wave 3 ended below the equal legs of the wave 1. So we don't have any problem with that. So right now, if we are right, we are going to see a 3-wave move pullback. Draw first a Fibonacci and see how much we already have. We're close to the 50% of this previous 5-wave move. So that's good. And also over here, I can see A, B, and C. And why am I saying that this is B? Because on the fly, I think that this is some sort of a triangle correction. And we know that only corrective wave that can have the triangle is either the wave B or the wave X. So this can be A or X, A or W, then this triangle can represent some sort of a B or the wave X, and we are looking for the spike higher. So already we have a 3-wave move. So looking for 5 more waves down after the 3-wave move ends. Thanks for watching DVD 3. In the next DVD, we are going to take Elliott wave to the next level, and we will talk about our main trading strategy.